15 Book of Enoch verses that reveal hidden truths about angels, judgment, and the end times. What if there were ancient writings, older than most of the Bible, that described angels falling from heaven, forbidden knowledge being given to humanity, and a coming judgment unlike anything the world has ever seen? The Book of Enoch is one of the most mysterious texts ever discovered. It was known to ancient Jewish communities, respected by early Christians, and even quoted in the New Testament. Yet today, it remains outside the canon for most traditions. Inside this book are visions of heaven, warnings about corruption, and revelations about the unseen spiritual world that still raise questions today. In this video, we're going to walk through 15 powerful passages from the Book of Enoch, not just reading them, but unpacking their meaning, their symbolism, and what they could be telling us about our world right now. Take your time with this. Some of these ideas are deep and unsettling. 1. Enoch 1:9, the coming judgment. Let's begin. Behold, he comes with 10,000s of his holy ones to execute judgment upon all. Expanded meaning. This is one of the most important verses in the entire Book of Enoch. It describes God coming with countless holy beings, angels, to bring judgment on the earth. What makes this even more powerful is that this exact idea appears again in the New Testament, in Jude. That tells us this concept wasn't isolated, it carried weight across generations. The message here is simple but serious: nothing remains hidden forever. Every action, every hidden motive, every injustice, will eventually be brought into the light. This isn't just about fear. It's about accountability. It's a reminder that history is moving toward a moment where truth is fully revealed. 2. Enoch 2:1, the order of creation. Observe everything that takes place in heaven, how they do not change their orbits. Expanded meaning. Enoch points to the heavens, the sun, moon, and stars, and says, look at how they obey. They follow precise paths. They don't rebel. They don't drift into chaos. Creation itself reflects discipline and order. But then there's humanity. This contrast is intentional. Enoch is showing that while the universe follows God's design perfectly, humans often choose disorder. The deeper message: we were created with purpose, but also with choice. And when we move outside of that purpose, the result is confusion, corruption, and instability. 3. Enoch 5:4, a warning to the unstable. But you have not been steadfast, your deeds have been evil. Expanded meaning. This is a direct confrontation. It's not just about doing wrong, it's about inconsistency. About knowing what is right, but failing to live it out. Enoch highlights a pattern that still exists today: people drifting, compromising, justifying actions they know are wrong. The danger here isn't just evil, it's gradual decline. A slow drift away from truth can be just as destructive as outright rebellion. 4. Enoch 6:2, the fall of the watchers. The angels, the children of heaven, saw and lusted after them. Expanded meaning. This is where the story shifts dramatically. The watchers, a group of angels, look at humanity and become consumed with desire. They cross a boundary that was never meant to be crossed. This moment represents rebellion at the highest level. Not human rebellion, but angelic. It introduces a powerful idea, that corruption didn't just originate on earth, it came from above. 5. Enoch 7:1, the corruption of earth. They took unto themselves wives, and they began to go in unto them. Expanded meaning. This union between the watchers and human women leads to the birth of the Nephilim, giants described as violent and destructive. The earth becomes filled with chaos. Violence increases. Morality collapses. Humanity is overwhelmed. This passage is showing the ripple effect of disobedience. When boundaries are broken at a spiritual level, the physical world feels the consequences. 6. Enoch 8:1, forbidden knowledge. Azazel taught men to make swords, and revealed eternal secrets. Expanded meaning. Azazel becomes a central figure here, teaching humanity things they were not ready to handle. Weapons. Warfare. Manipulation of the natural world. This raises a challenging question. Is all knowledge good? Enoch suggests, no. Some knowledge, when given too early, or used wrongly, leads to destruction instead of growth. 7. Enoch 9:6, Heaven sees everything. You see what Azazel has done, teaching all unrighteousness. Expanded meaning. The archangels cry out to God. They see the suffering on earth. The violence. The corruption. This moment is powerful because it reminds us. Heaven is not disconnected from human pain. Nothing happening on earth goes unnoticed. 8. Enoch 10:4, Judgment begins. Bind Azazel hand and foot, cast him into darkness. Expanded meaning. God responds. Judgment is not delayed forever. Azazel is bound. Punishment is declared. This is a turning point. Evil may rise, but it will not reign forever. 9. Enoch 12:4, Enoch the messenger. Go, say to the watchers of heaven. Expanded meaning. Enoch is chosen to deliver a message to fallen angels. Think about that. A human, speaking on behalf of God, to rebellious heavenly beings. This shows the authority God can give to those who walk with him. 10. Enoch 14:20, The throne of God. His garment shone brighter than the sun. Expanded meaning. Enoch sees God's throne. It's overwhelming. Radiant. Terrifying in its holiness. This vision reminds us, God is not casual. Not ordinary. He is completely set apart. 11. Enoch 15:8, Origin of evil spirits. The spirits shall be called evil spirits upon the earth. Expanded meaning. According to Enoch, the spirits of the Nephilim remain on earth after death. This gives a framework for understanding spiritual oppression and unseen forces. Whether taken literally or symbolically, the message is clear. There is more happening than what we can see. 12. Enoch 18:14, The prison of angels. This place is the prison of the angels. Expanded meaning. Enoch sees a place of confinement for fallen beings. A reminder that rebellion has consequences, even for the powerful. 13. Enoch 21:10, Bound until judgment. They are bound until the time of judgment. Expanded meaning. Judgment isn't always immediate. Sometimes it's delayed. But delay is not escape. 14. Enoch 22:2, The waiting place of souls. I saw a hollow place. Expanded meaning. A vision of separation after death. A place where souls await what comes next. This reinforces accountability beyond this life. 15. Enoch 91:10, Hope for the righteous. The righteous shall arise, wisdom shall arise. Expanded meaning. After everything, judgment, corruption, chaos, comes restoration. This is the balance of the entire message. Darkness is real. But it is not the end. The Book of Enoch is intense. It challenges how we think about angels, about evil, about judgment, and even about ourselves. Some see it as history. Others see it as symbolism. But either way, it forces us to ask deeper questions. What is really happening behind the scenes of our world? And are we paying attention? If you made it this far, comment, enlightened, below. I want to know who's really watching. And if you want a part 2, diving even deeper into Enoch's visions, the Watchers, and the end times, let me know. Until next time, stay aware, and stay searching.